Imagine a world at war. Millions of lives hang in the balance, and every secret message, every bit of information, could mean the difference between victory and defeat. But while soldiers fight on the front lines, a secret battle is being waged far from the battlefield. Inside hidden rooms and behind locked doors, a group of brilliant minds are working tirelessly to crack the codes of the enemy. They're the Codebreakers, the unsung heroes who would change the course of history forever. The following images in this video have been altered and generated using AI technology. They are not exact replicas of historical events or people, but are used to provide a visual representation of what the events may have looked like. These images are intended solely for illustrative purposes, to help bring the story to life. World War II was as much a battle of intelligence as it was a battle of military might. In the early days of the war, messages were sent through complex coded transmissions, and armies relied heavily on encrypted communication to coordinate attacks and strategy. Breaking those codes could mean knowing the enemy's next move in advance. This made cryptography, the art of code breaking, one of the most important yet secretive aspects of the war effort. Early in the war, both the Axis and Allied powers were racing to crack each other's codes. The stakes were incredibly high. If you could decipher the enemy's plans, you could anticipate their every move. This was more than just an intellectual puzzle, lives depended on it. And, at the heart of this secret war, were a group of mathematicians, engineers, and linguists whose work would forever shape the outcome of World War II. At the center of the code-breaking effort was a British mathematician by the name of Alan Turing. Turing, often considered the father of modern computing, played a pivotal role in cracking the German Enigma code. The Enigma machine, used by the Nazis, was believed to be unbreakable. Its rotating wheels created billions of possible settings, and messages were constantly re-encrypted, making the code almost impossible to decipher. But Turing's mind was one of a kind. He developed a machine, known as the bomb, which could rapidly test multiple Enigma settings and significantly reduce the time it took to break each message. The bomb's success allowed Allied forces to intercept and understand critical Nazi communications, such as U-boat locations in the Atlantic. By doing so, the Allies gained a massive advantage in the Battle of the Atlantic, saving countless lives and securing vital supply lines to Britain. Bletchley Park, a quiet country house in Buckinghamshire, became the epicenter of the code-breaking effort. Behind its doors worked some of the brightest minds of the time, including mathematicians, linguists, and engineers. They worked in secrecy, deciphering thousands of German and Japanese messages every day. The environment at Bletchley was intense. Codebreakers worked around the clock, often not knowing the full extent of the impact their work would have on the war effort. Security was paramount. Most people working there didn't know the true purpose of their jobs. It was said that Winston Churchill referred to the workers at Bletchley as the geese that laid the golden eggs, but never cackled. Despite the enormous pressure, the work done at Bletchley Park was extraordinary. It is estimated that their efforts helped shorten the war by at least 2 years, and perhaps even more. The intelligence gathered here not only gave the Allies the upper hand, but also helped save millions of lives. While much attention has been given to the cracking of the Enigma code, the efforts on the Pacific Front were equally crucial. The Japanese used a complex cipher known as Purple for their communications, and breaking this code was essential for the Allies in the Pacific theater. The United States established a code-breaking unit known as MAGIC, which was responsible for deciphering Japanese communications. One of the most famous breakthroughs came before the Battle of Midway, where U.S. codebreakers intercepted and decoded Japanese plans to attack the Midway Atoll. This intelligence allowed the U.S. Navy to set a trap, leading to a decisive victory that turned the tide of the war in the Pacific. The success of these codebreakers demonstrated the global scale of the intelligence war, and how crucial it was to the overall outcome of World War II. When the war ended, the work of the Codebreakers remained shrouded in secrecy. Many of the brilliant minds who had cracked codes returned to civilian life without recognition. Alan Turing, for example, faced discrimination for his sexuality and never lived to see the full appreciation of his contributions. However, in the years following the war, the significance of the code-breaking efforts became clear. The work done at Bletchley Park and elsewhere not only influenced the outcome of World War II, but also laid the groundwork for modern computing and cryptography. Today, Turing is celebrated as a pioneer of computer science, and the role of the codebreakers in saving lives and shortening the war is widely acknowledged. The codebreakers of World War II were more than just brilliant mathematicians. They were heroes who saved countless lives and shaped the future of warfare and technology. Without their work, the outcome of World War II could have been very different. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the secret world of the Codebreakers, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on more fascinating stories from history. Thanks for watching.